Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Again, it's Calais. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Burrow going to try and run. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An option pitch we saw. We don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Ravens at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
This time Jackson will throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. Here we go. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, here's the option. They run for it with Mixon. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third. Unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll take this one down to the 36. From the 36, Jackson. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I haven't noticed a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
In motion left, the tight end. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
11.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he is going to lose yardage here.
On one, ready?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Drew Chrisman now. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
DC, ready? DC. Hey, report.
Ravens that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front. This time, the extra point up and go. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Pitching to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the tight end goes in motion left. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. There he goes, right side, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow will throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Calais. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at 3rd and 8 coming up. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bengals. Raymond Calais. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. This is caught by Robinson. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Gives it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time.
Well, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
Here we go.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken it around the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's less than 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL Draft, and here's one of them picking up the first down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season. There may not be a lot of playing time left for him, but every time he's out on the field, his presence will be felt.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel
touchdown! Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 69 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making.
Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. This time Jackson will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game.
And it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're out of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go,
2nd and 10.
11-90.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.